Hey guys, this is Rock Schneider, and this time I'm gonna do a different review away from Marvel and go around the world to Japan, starting with the Saint Seiya mid-cloth line. I'm actually a hardcore fan of this anime series, and I'm gonna give you a little background of what it's about. For those who don't know who these guys are or what the series is about, it's a classic series from the 80s, with a Greek mythology theme through the entire series. In this series, normal kids or normal people are trained to become saints, guardians of gods. Think of them like knights under the order of a kingdom, but instead of protecting a king or kingdom, who they protect are Greek gods. These kids, because they start training as little kids, after a very hard training they are bestowed a saint cloth, becoming a full saint of a Greek god. They wear this cloth not only to signify they are now a saint, but for protection in battle. This cloth has the same principles as a regular armor, but it has a living soul in them. The soul, power, and protection of the constellation they received their blessing from will now be with them through any battle they encounter from there on. The whole series has a Greek theme into it, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, etc. But it is centrally focused on the Greek goddess Athena and her saints. They constantly have to be battling other saints to protect her from getting killed, because yes, in this series, gods can actually die in certain special ways. But the entire series is based on Seiya, the main character of the series. Hence, that's why it's called Saint Seiya. And this guy is the main character, and is the saint of Pegasus. The line of figures are called Saint Mid-Cloth. They started coming out in 2003 because of its 12-year anniversary. But they were so popular they continued making them to the point that every month a new figure would come out, and so far they still do to this very moment. Anyways, that's enough for a background onto the figure, and as you can see, this is Seiya, the main character of the series. All the characters, all the mid-cloths come in this badass packaging, and I love the packaging. I saved them. These are the packages that I will never ever throw out, because they're awesome. In the front you can see the main character, you can see his face in the animated version, and you can see the figure with full armor on. It has Japanese text and everything, because they're Japanese figures, and that's about it. On the side you can see it says Saint Cloth Mid, Pegasus Cloth, and it has the symbol of the Pegasus, which are where the armors are stored in. And on the back you can see some really cool art and poses. Well, not exactly art, but poses. You can see the figure up here. They show it how he looks, and the Pegasus object, that's how they call them, has how the armor, when he's not wearing it, that's how it looks. And then you can see him wearing his wings from the armor, which he only used once in the entire series. And at the bottom you can see him doing his signature pose, using his signature move, the Pegasus Ryuseken, which is the most famous attack of the entire series. And on this little image you can see Seiya holding the statue of Athena, which is a big deal in the last part of the series. And the last image is him sitting down in a really relaxing pose, which looks pretty cool. On the top you can see it has this weird star symbol, which is really not important. The bottom, it has all the trademark and where it comes from, barcodes and stuff. Nobody cares about that stuff. What's so cool about these boxes is that they can be opened. They have little Velcro, as you can hear, and you can actually open them and see how the figure looks from the inside, which is very badass. On the side you can see Seiya, the figure, with parts of the armor all around, and on the other part you can see the object, including the statue of Athena. It has a really cool frame. It says Bronze Saint up here and Seiya on the bottom, the name of the character. Same on both of them. Well, let's open this big bad boy. It's not the first time I open it, but I wanted to show you how they come packaged. Just open here, take up the flaps and pull the whole thing out. On the back you can see a really cool image of the Pegasus, and you can actually take them out. I'm gonna show it to you. It looks very badass. It's regular cardboard, but it looks very cool. This side, take out the figure, and the last thing inside the box behind this thing is the instructions. Wow, Pegasus symbol. It shows you what figures they were available back then. You can see more images, the animated image, instructions on how to assemble, but oh well. And this is how they come packaged in this really cool plastic. On this side you can see it's the object, and on this side the figure. And since this is gonna be a two-part video, I'm gonna do the object, the armor first. So we open them up. I'm sorry, camera. They come attached really well. Put this aside. Take out the stands. Take out lots of parts. The legs. The wings, which are the hardest things to take out. And because we're going to form the object, the armor, we need to take out all the armor pieces. This is the chest. And it's done. Put this one away. Open this one up too, because they have pieces everywhere. We'll take out the leg pieces. We'll get onto the figure later. First, I want to show the object. Yes, lots of little pieces. And lastly, the helmet. And we'll put this thing away. Oh, damn it. And I just dropped it. That's great. I lost one of the legs. Where the hell it went? Oh, just... There, we got it. We got all the pieces here, and we're gonna form the object. First thing is the legs. We're gonna start with the legs. In order to put the piece of the armor, you need to take it apart. So you pull out the legs, the other part, and we start assembling. We need this part, the one with the wings. We put it inside, and we attach. There we go. And then we take this part and we attach it here, and we put the whole piece together. That's how it's supposed to look. Do the same to the other leg. Here it is. Put it there. Assemble it. Attach this part, and we have the legs finished. Really quick. Now we move to the front part, and first thing we're going to do the legs also. So we take out this part, we grab this little part which is part of the leg armor, put this one back on, and oh, I forgot one tiny little thing. These are the knee guards. They go on the knees, but they become the hooves, which is very cool. I love that. It looks really cool. Take this one out. Put the armor. Assemble it back, and we have the front legs. Then we're gonna split the chest, move the shoulders back, and open it from the back. From there on, you just attach it to this part, close the back, and the shoulders, they're in this joint which lets you post them in different ways. You just move them back like that. So that's how it's supposed to look. Damn it. Oh well, I'll put it back later. Then, oh, I forgot the tail. You need to add the tail, which is the arm guard. It looks like that. After all this is assembled, you put them together, which has a very hard joint, which is cool. Lift the figure up. Let's put it down. I'm gonna make the wings. We split this part. It was like this triangle, which is the back of the armor. We'll lift it up. Grab a wing. It has a little slot where the wing goes, and we do the same for the other one. Voila, wings. They look awesome. Before we attach the wings, we're gonna dislocate the helmet and attach the other arm guard, like so. Attach the head back. Wait, am I doing it right or not? Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. There we go. And the helmet, which is like a tiara or something, just plug it in. It has a little tab there and a little hole there. Just put it inside and voila, it's like that. I'm gonna put it, it has holes on the bottom, and I'm gonna attach it to the stand so it can hold itself up. I'm gonna attach this thing, the other hoof, and at last the wings. The wings have a little tab here and goes between the two, the back of the armor, which seals the armor completely in a tight fit. And there it is. There's the armor object. And this video has gone too long, 13 minutes. Oh my god. Anyways, that's the armor object, which is really cool. Maybe a 360-degree view of the whole thing. It's badass. I love this thing. Oh, I forgot to mention the whole armor. Well, mostly like 90% of the armor is die-cast metal. Another thing I forgot to mention is the armor comes in these boxes, but I'm gonna review it in the next video because I'm almost done. I'm almost out of video time. But yeah, the whole thing is they come in these boxes. Anyways, stay tuned for part 2 of the Saint Seiya mid-cloth figures. Well, for the Saint Seiya Pegasus mid-cloth. See ya.